Okay, just as a quick opportunity to review Canvas for you, give you a few thoughts and some of the things that I do with Canvas. I do enjoy Canvas quite a bit, and I use it in all of my classes. Now, I'm a math teacher here at Mount Zion High School. I teach high school math, but I also teach at the community college, at Richland Community College. Taught everything from their statistics class down to their developmental math classes. We use Canvas there. Now, the Canvas I use at the college is controlled by the Canvas that's done on site. So you have the interconnectability between the various classes. One student, one login, all the classes connect directly to Canvas, and that interchange of information works very, very well. Whereas you can do a similar thing with the Google Classrooms, the Google Drives. Canvas, it's all in one spot. It's all very well connected because Canvas is a very old program in terms of this type of technology, and it's very well defined and well built. Now, I use it at the high school on a free basis. So my students all have free accounts, and I have set up using my own free account to do this, but it doesn't have the interchangeability that I have at the college. But it still gives you a good idea of some of the things that I can do with it. You'll notice on the home screen, I have all sorts of conversations, emails that go back and forth. Students can set any email they wish. So they have their Canvas account for email, but they can also add in their own student email, or they can even add in their own text message back and forth. So for communication purposes with parents or with students, through Canvas, you can have them add in their direct emails or their direct text messages. So for parent communication, it works out very, very well. It also keeps track of all that communication in my inbox. And I have various communications that go on with my students. Now, the other thing is if I go back to my home screen, it allows me to build as many courses that I want. You can build courses in full sections or not. I also have a professional development. So when I do a professional development section here at the high school, I can even build a course just for that in Canvas. They're fairly easy to build. One of the things I always talk about with Canvas is whereas an Edmodo was initially built as a social networking site, so it has that feel to it, that stream of consciousness feel. Canvas was always built as an online learning tool, so it has a very linear format, and it fits very well to organize data and having things all in one place. Give you an example of this. My home screen for my pre-calculus page, I can put anything I want on here, including videos for my introduction to my course. I can put anything in these pages that you would put in any standard web page. But the big thing is I have modules. My modules is where I organize everything. So my modules for this class allow me to put early morning passes, entrance activities. This is just one activity that I do, and I can tie this activity in with Google Forms, with all of the Google pieces, whether you use Google inputs directly or whether you use Bitly's, you can connect all of those Google apps through Canvas. Canvas is nothing more than a framework to hang everything on. Think about it like a Christmas tree. It's where you hang everything. I do all my book numbers on here, and I even have the peer review activities or students turn in things. It's all organized by module. One of the things that I tend to do is most every one of my sections, I have, since I use a flipped classroom model, I have an introductory video section for the first page of a module, and they do that. Moving on, they go to quizzing. It has built-in quizzing. One of the things that I like about Canvas over Educanon or Edpuzzle or even Zaption is that it grades free response questions. So with free response questions, I can actually input what answers I wish to accept, so I have a much broader range of grading options and question types when I go through and quiz through Canvas. You also have a lot of those data tools on how long a student was on, how many times they took the quiz. Those types of analytics are very important when we start talking about tracking student growth and student performance. The other thing that I always do is all of my online learning stuff, I always put my notes, and they can either download the notes or they can bring the notes up as a preview right in Canvas if it's done correctly and done well. So you just open all of this information right up, or save it. Kids can download it. I have students that actually take all of my notes through the year and they compile it. But Canvas allows you to pretty much put anything you want in here. The other thing that Canvas does is it allows you to work with Zaption. I'll give you an idea of some of the notes that we do. You can put Zaption directly in. So in my geometry courses, since it's a newer course, I'm using some of this, I can plug my Zaptions right in and they will go to Zaption, but through Canvas. And Zaption will feed back all of their information from their Zaption assignment right back into my Canvas gradebook. So the Canvas gradebook is something that works very, very well. And so it gives me another way to assess. Now, as far as grades go, you can sort a student through the gradebook in Canvas. Or what I tend to do, since we use a different grading system here school-wide, is I can simply output all of my grades as a CSV, as an Excel document, and then use that Excel document to dump in grades, sort grades however I wish. But you can do grading right within Canvas. The other thing that you can do with Canvas is you can do a number of discussion boards. You can do outcomes-based grading. You can do conferences where you can either video conference or text conference a student. So the thing about Canvas, in short, is it's a fully developed learning management system. It's not as pretty as some of the other learning management systems, but it's powerful. And you can import courses, export courses as a teacher, copy courses, pull pieces from one course to put into another course, and all of these pieces are put together. If you'd like, what you can do is, if anybody is interested, Mr. Moore Flipped Classroom. And I have an entire website that shows some of the things I do, and a lot of it has to do with Canvas. If you go to Tools for Flipping, I give an entire Canvas introduction video, and you can see how I introduce my students to Canvas. Or you can even go to a link, and it'll take you to a live Canvas course that I have, and you can export any of my Canvas courses. I make that public while the students' data is still held private. So hopefully it gives you a little bit of info, something that you can take a look at. And if you have any questions, by all means, feel free to contact me, mmoore@mountzion.edu. Thank you. Or I can also have the website email over there if you wish. Thank you very much.